Warning. This program contains strong language, auditory violence, and mental nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to your uncensored home for World of Warcraft news and opinions. This is Unshackled Fury.
'26 roaring onto the stage, filled with hopefully fun and surprises around every turn. And we're kicking this thing off right with a super powered episode. So welcome back for episode 175 of your uncensored home for World of Warcraft news and opinions, Unshackled Fury. I'm your host, Berserker, and today I bring you not one, but two of the greatest minds in the Warcraft scene today, starting with the man whose face launched 1,000 ships, Mr. Jez Corden. Welcome back again, good sir.
What? Ships? I mean, yeah, why not? I'm the ship guy. I don't know. When you started talking about ships, I started thinking about like Battle for Azeroth for some reason.
You just want to burn that fucking tree again.
Yeah, I do.
You're terrible. You're terrible. Well, for those that are watching the video, you already know, but the podcast folks about to bring in, joining us as well today, a true stalwart of the content creator community, a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, all-around stud and modern-day sex symbol himself. He is MrGM. Welcome to Unshackled Fury.
Can't argue with that, I guess. That was the most metal intro ever, by the way, before we begin. It was incredible. What an absolute tune that was. Hello there. How's it going?
It's going all right. Glad to have you. I don't know. It feels like we're, closing a loop or coming back to something that was started 2 years ago now. Just ships passing in the night. More ship references, Jess. And now here we are, and yes, thank you for the love on the theme. That's our buddy Kane Kong out there on YouTube and other places. He does a fantastic job working on all kinds of projects. But he did this one for us some time ago, and it's worked out pretty good. So happy to have you here. You're pretty well known, I would say, amongst the community. So I feel kind of ridiculous in even trying to attempt some sort of intro for you. I feel like, if anything, we're the guest for you. But as we talked about a little bit, typically when we have a guest, try to dive in a little bit, get to know you, get a little maybe deeper under the surface than just a hi and a hello, because people want to know who you are and what you're about, what's going on. So we'll do a little bit of interview, but we'll also talk about the big shit that's happening this week. This is a big week in Warcraft. We got big patch 12.0 is happening. If this episode drops Monday, it's happening tomorrow, Tuesday, and officially setting us on course. It's midnight. It's the official midnight deal. So does that sound copacetic to the crowd here?
Perfect.
All right. So I did have in my notes
I don't
here.
know what that word means, but yeah.
It's a good word. I don't know what it means either.
Are you agreeable? Are you agreeable?
I'm a professional Ryan. I don't know what the hell that means.
I got off this one medication that I didn't like what it was doing, and now I feel like all my vocabulary is coming back, and it's great. It's good for a podcast. But you mentioned, and we talked about a little bit before. We got another Briton here from Surrey, which I understand is south of London, south west-ish.
They call it southeast, but yeah,
southeast. Okay, and Jez, hailing from Birmingham, the Midlands, So it looked on my map by about a 2-hour car drive. But does it feel like it's worlds apart? Those two parts of the country.
I've never been sorry.
The
I don't know, man.
Prices are quite different.
Yeah, probably. I think when you I think when you're in the Midlands, you kind of like, it's almost like another world. It's like when you step out to like other parts of the UK, it's like, oh wow, you can actually drink the water here without sprouting mutations, and oh wow, you can actually breathe the air without, choking on fumes and all that kind of thing. But nah,
your life is wild.
It is really weird though how like I don't know, like in Europe, I kind of perceive like a couple of towns away feels like a million miles away from me. But I got like an American friend that was just like, oh yeah, I just drove to see my parents. It took 12 hours, and like it's just the thing people seem to do there.
It's what we do. Yeah, driving down to Anaheim from here, it's like 9 hours. It's, yeah, we just do it.
My parents were there in another town. I'd never see them again. I'd just be like, bye.
The train prices are extortionate, and you don't want to drive.
Yeah, the train prices are crazy, man.
Trains. You guys are hilarious. We gotta drive. There's no trains here. So as I understand it, can I call you Dan? Is Dan okay?
You can,
or do I gotta call you Mr.
So
Mr.?
it's fine. Yeah.
Mr. Okay, all right. I don't know how informal we want to be here. I want to respect your status amongst the crew here. Almost 15 years in on your YouTube channel, I believe. Coming in
that's
February,
true.
March,
yeah. Good research.
Yeah.
I think it was 2011.
Wow,
so
that's
it is
crazy.
15 years. Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Anything planned for the 15th?
Just getting really old, I guess.
Considering you're a decade younger than me, I'm not sure how I should feel about that. Going back to the beginning, I think folks know you. At least we'll just talk about sort of the modern generation of maybe the Warcraft scene is, guides and videos kind of talking about what's going on and very informative about the topics of the day. But if I were to say to you the name Fireblade, what would that conjure up perhaps?
Fireblade
server.
I don't know.
Oh, so in looking at your old content, it appears that you were one of many back in the day who made your own private servers, and these things were fucking wild if nobody ever saw these things. Now, I never jumped into that sort of community. But in looking back, it seems like your early days, the name MrGM itself was sort of born out of a couple of things. One being a video that somebody had shown way long time ago of like GM powers, and they were like walking around, I think it was Teldrassil, and just like leveling hella fast and doing different things themselves. But you were going around and kind of reviewing private servers, and that's not really a thing that I ever got into, and I thought that was really interesting that actually existed. So do you recall, can you talk a little bit about what that was like?
That's good.
Did you go back to his like earliest YouTube chat?
I did. Welcome to Unshackled Fury, where we do research.
That's some good research. Yeah, many moons ago, I used to review private servers. I assume that was just probably one of them. Yeah, that was kind of how I started, I guess. Those videos don't exist, I don't think. There might be one that slipped through, I don't know, but yeah, those videos don't really exist anymore. But that is a thing that happened, yes. And I had a different name, I suppose. It was a bit longer, I guess. But yeah, good research. I'm impressed. I don't know where you found that.
Listen, I can't have you on the show and then just be like, look at this fucking moron. He brought me on, and I don't know what he's doing, but we got it done. This is how you get him. This is how you get him, folks.
Yeah, that's good.
I thought it was really interesting because that was never on my radar. Like, just the private server thing, and I know Classic was born out of this stuff eventually, and Nostalrius and like all the crazy stuff that happened back then. But then eventually you you transitioned from sort of that stuff to the modern era of WoW, like what was going on in retail, those sorts of things. Looking even further back, it is out there. You seem to be a fellow fan of Jackass at one point, at least very early in your life, and you were way too young for that. So I don't know.
I know what you found. And
I don't know what you're looking at or what you're doing over there, but I love it, and I love you even more for it. But eventually, to get to my point here,
okay,
you get to a point in time where you are able to transition into full-time content creation, which to me is one of the scariest fucking things possible, because I look at like my life and like what's going on. I can't imagine how you make that jump, how you support yourself, how you have the confidence and the belief to say, okay, you know what, I've got enough going here that I can do that. So when you make that jump, what informs that decision to have the confidence to do that?
Okay, that's a loaded question, I suppose. So I don't
know. I look at the ledger and I go, fuck, man, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, it's terrifying. So I went full time in 2017. So I guess it's nearly 10 years, isn't it? So I worked at McLaren, which is a supercar company, and the job was fine and the pay was pretty good, but I hated, like, there was no ceiling, right? Like there was nothing for me to do, and I wasn't that interested in it. So I was always, as you said, 15 years, right? I was still making videos here and there. So yeah, I just kind of got to a point where I was kind of in a position where I was like, okay, financially, like, I don't have that many overheads, so I can, like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now, right? And then I told my parents, and they were like, no, you need to have a real job. So I told them when I win Streamer of the Year, they're not getting thanked. So anyway, but then they've changed the narrative now. They're like, no, we said it was, we really supported you. It's like, yeah, whatever. So anyway,
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So I went full time. I was gonna do it part time, but then I was like, it was kind of one of those things where you're like, I was doing it in the evenings, and my job didn't also have that much going on, so I'd also spend the day at work when I didn't have anything to do, writing scripts or making thumbnails and thinking video ideas and stuff like that. And obviously, what is it, 2017? So Classic wasn't out yet. When did Classic come out? Was it 2018? Oh my goodness, I need to look this up.
I don't know.
Look up real quick.
2019.
For AI, man.
So, but I was doing retail stuff, but I was also like, sort of like on the legacy server train, like people used to talk about, like, be like, oh man, Classic would be amazing if you ever did that. There was various podcasts and things that happened at the time. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here, but anyway, essentially, I was in a position where it was like now or never to do it, and it was more of the, like, if I had X amount of time, could I do more videos? Could I do more streams? Could I do more stuff? And it's not been easy even now. It comes and goes. It's very, very fickle, and it's tough. But I have the best job in the world. I swear. Like, I love video editing. I mean, as you saw, right, with the Jackass thing, right? I made that when I was 13. We made a movie.
Impressive.
Like, we made like a movie, two movies, and I used to make like horror films as well on VHS. I'm so old. And what else do we do? Oh, we made wrestling. I did wrestling. We did trampoline wrestling. So,
dude, I think we had basically the same childhood. Like, I got nearly expelled from school because in media studies, we made a Jackass film as well. I think it was so big in the UK, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, there was about 5 minutes of me doing terrible skateboarding stunts and tricks. I skateboarded off an art block roof, nearly broke my ankle. There was like 2 or 3 minutes of that, and then there was like 20 minutes of doing it was terrible, by the way. It was 20 minutes of doing the milk stunt And I can't remember if this was from Jackass or from Dirty Sanchez. Have you ever watched that one? That was like even worse.
Yeah, that was the Welsh guys.
I mean, like I was doing the skateboarding stuff, but my friends were like, they couldn't really skateboard, so they were like, we'll do the milk thing, and they went to the store and they bought all this like gallons and gallons of milk, and then like for half an hour just throwing up all over the playground at school. They drank all this milk and just throwing it up everywhere, and we all got in so much trouble, man. But yeah, you know, I got a C for my GCSE.
Yeah, nice. And now look here.
Yeah. Oh man, it was good times, man. And also the backyard wrestling too, man.
Yeah, we did it on the trampoline. I used to edit it, so that was like I always wanted to be a video editor, and then I went to college to do it, and then I failed, and now I do it full time. So who's laughing?
You showed them.
Still me, I guess, or them. I didn't get any qualifications. If this goes south, that's it. I'm done.
Video editing is a good backup career. You know, it's like look at all the shit that I made. So, I mean, you've had this lengthy, at least part of your content creation career in YouTube. When for you did Twitch come in? When did the Twitch streaming come in?
Okay, yeah. So when I went full time, I was streaming on YouTube. Because I kind of had the base on YouTube, so I just was kind of scared of Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of, I couldn't tell you a year, but maybe like a year or two in, I started like dual streaming, and then eventually like sort of, I used to make, my subscribers hate it. I used to make like 20-second videos that would be like, hey guys, I'm live on Twitch. If you're watching this video, I'm still live. And I would have that up and then people would watch it. And then obviously when I finished live, I'll delete the video.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually worked. Worked really well. So people would come over to the Twitch, and then it's just it's all about balance for me. Like especially now, like I feel like it's well balanced, I guess. At the end of the year, like tax year, I normally do like a little graph on Twitter or social media saying like these are the earnings, and it's like compares the two, like obviously with no numbers, let's not leak too much, but you know, like it's interesting for people to see like, you know, how much is events, how much is Twitch, how much is YouTube, and things like that. So I find it interesting. I should probably do that because I just did my taxes. It was very sad.
I need to do mine. Don't remind me.
Great time of year for everybody. Do you have a preference between the two? I know you do both, but which do you like better?
It's weird, isn't it? So like I like the video editing a lot, and I like the whole process of making videos and stuff, but also this job is super duper lonely. So like the Twitch streaming is nice because I can go on Twitch and then there's people like chatting away and stuff, and you know, they're from all corners of the world, and we have like conversations about that a lot of the time, comparisons and things like that. So yeah, I think I don't really have a specific preference really. Sometimes I'll prioritize YouTube because I'm like, oh crap, like pre-patch is coming out in 2 days, I need to do this, that sort of thing. You know, maybe I just won't stream as long or not stream that day and stuff. So yeah, I don't really have a preference. So I think both are fine for the most part.
You read about the sort of loneliness, I guess, if that's the right word. Podcasting, which is essentially a dead art, unless you're one of 5 people on this planet, I guess. Most of the time, it's just Jez and I yelling into a void. And I'm like, is anybody even listening to this? I'm not even sure. I know we got like 3 listeners, and I know that they're diehards, and they'll do it. So between the homie and my mom, and I think the neighbor, I might have tricked into it. I always hope that they're digging it. One other sort of, I don't know, banner you could fly for yourself. Shoutcaster, somebody who's worked for like Red Bull and Method and like done those kinds of things. Race to World First. From a presenter side of things, what is that experience like? What kind of prep do you do, or do they kind of pull you in and say, hey, we need you to for some events? Do you lobby them to go do it? How does that all come together?
Yeah, I just get really lucky. I've done most Race to World First. I think there was one I didn't do, and I make a joke with Method about how they fired me, even though I was never hired. But anyway, Like every time we mention that race, I'm like, yeah, I was busy. I was doing something. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, no, it's interesting. You know, coming back to the wrestling thing, right? I watch a lot of wrestling, and I have done for many years. The commentary on wrestling is very similar to sort of commentary on video games, right? Especially WoW. But for me, I was more of a host, so I never really needed to know like everything, right? I don't need to know what this specific ability does, and I need to know what it roughly does. But to be honest, you pick it up through osmosis anyway when you're on the 400th pull. You're like, I know this fight now, I can do it, but you can't actually do it. But you could talk someone through it. But yeah, so this in prep wise, I normally just list the boss names, try and pronounce them the best I can, and every now and then, like for the most part, like it's normally the same sort of team as in like the casters and stuff. So I have like good camaraderie with them, and we can sort of joke and do things like that. So it's interesting. WoW is such a weird one to. I've not casted anything else, to be honest, so I don't know. But like from what it looks like when I'm watching like League of Legends or whatever, right? It's so different. Like the Race to World First is like its own thing. Like we're talking about like what we have for dinner and stuff like that, while there's gameplay going on, but most of the time it's like dead air. So it's just like it's a really, really long podcast. That's essentially what it is, where you're just talking to the other person about random stuff or WoW history. Like I played WoW for a long time, so I know random weird stuff. So I talk about that,
That's how you do it. You gotta fill that air.
Yep.
You have we have a British WWE champion now.
That is true.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? how do you feel about getting some representation on that side?
Well, Jez did it as well. When you said it, I was like,
it's kind of a meme, isn't it, in Britain, where it's like, if a guy from Scotland wins, they're British, but if they lose, they're Scottish.
True.
So it's like there's the whole Scottish English thing is like it's a bit strange. So
he said it himself. I'm only quoting him when he Friday Night SmackDown. He said I'm the British champion. All right, Mr. Scotland.
It's
okay.
It's almost controversial to claim a Scottish person as British. So like as long as he said it,
said it. He said it first. I'd have said Scottish, but no, he said British.
Yeah.
So I'm pinning it on the champ.
Well, I think some people complained about that because there was a women's world champion from Britain, right? I think at some point. So some people were like, "Hang on a sec, I can't remember her name." It's because I only started watching wrestling again in the last couple of years, so I'm like, I've got like a huge blind spot. I stopped watching wrestling when I was about 22, and I only started watching it again like the last couple of years. So there's like a huge tranche of history missing for me. But I did see like some people commenting under that post. They were like, "Hang on a sec, what about this woman's wrestler?" But I love Drew. I think Drew McIntyre's great. I think he's awesome.
Yeah,
I think he should be the permanent champion.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Like,
one.
Have you seen how over Kit Wilson is?
I've been humming that song all day.
It's fantastic.
He's just. I always liked Pretty Deadly, but it always felt like, they're never gonna get over. And it's like all it took was one song change and a couple of funny intros. Now the dude's like hottest shit ever. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he came out in London on Friday. It was just ridiculous. But he's from London.
They're over there right now.
Yeah,
they're in Nottingham tonight, I think, or future. Belfast on Monday night.
Yeah,
I wanted to go to the London show on Friday, but turns out you need like to be a millionaire to go.
Oh, those ticket prices.
So unfortunately, I did not attend the show.
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
I did go to AEW recently, though. I tell you who should. Yeah, you should get. So Mark Sterling, do you know Smart Mark? You can Google him. He's a cool guy. He got me comp tickets to AEW because he's a WoW fan. He plays WoW.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, you should get him on. He's really cool. So he was over. Yeah, he was over on their tour like a couple weeks ago. So I drove up to Manchester because he was like, he came in my chat. We're going on a royal tangent here, but it's fine. He came in my chat, was like, "Hey, this is like a week before." He was like, "Oh, are you going to the show next week?" I was like, the show? And he was like, yeah, like we're here filming Collision and Dynamite in Manchester. I was like, no, I'm not going. He was like, would you like to go? I'm like,
That's awesome.
I'm like, sure, why not? And then yeah, he messaged me and it happened. And I was like, what an absolute gem of a human being.
Yeah,
that's really cool, man.
That's solid.
I'm gonna be a dick and one up you now though.
What you got?
I'm going to WWE HQ in a month.
Are you really?
What?
I am, yeah. I'm going to WWE HQ. I can't say why. Yeah, I'm going to Stamford, Connecticut. Yeah.
Can I come? I'm free.
Sure. Why not?
Can I be your bodyguard?
That's sick.
Are you near? Stanford's not near California, is it?
Bro, it's the opposite side of the country.
Right, it's the opposite side of the country. Yeah. I don't think you're going to be able to come, but yeah, it's like wrestling's like, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of my friends have gotten back into it over the last couple of years, and it is kind of funny because I'm going to WWE HQ on the back of like someone being a fan of Windows content, not our Xbox content. Right? So it's kind of interesting how all that shit works out, but
there's a lot of crossover. You'll be surprised with like video games and wrestling and everything. It's crazy.
We used to cover Windows Phone. We were like the only website on earth that covered Windows Phone. And the amount of opportunities I've gotten just because of that, like, I used to have a Windows Phone. We were the only people covering it. But
there's no fans of this show, so I'm not getting any comp tickets. So I'm still gonna have to pay through the nose. But that's okay. You boys can get all the comp tickets for me, and then actually, they're coming through here.
There's BlizzCon, right? There's BlizzCon.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
You got BlizzCon last year, didn't you?
Yeah. We go to those things. Lost my train of thought.
It's my bucket list, man. Bucket list is BlizzCon. I need to get there.
We'll get there. We're gonna hit up BlizzCon. We're definitely gonna talk about that here in a little bit, but kind of get things back on track here because I don't know if I completely lose control of all of this, then
wrestling podcast.
We fucking threw that tea into the harbor for nothing. We could talk about wrestling all fucking day. Our love of Botchamania, and like how my son has the sign that he drew of Taz that he's held up at every event, and there's some that we have really good shots. You can definitely see us, and it's a lot of fun.
That is epic.
Get back just real quick on content creation itself, because you've been doing this so long, and sometimes I ask myself after 10 years now doing this podcast, like, why the fuck am I doing? Like, what's wrong with me? What keeps you going in this space? Is it your love of editing? Is it the community? Is it being one of the VIPs of the VIP club? What is it?
It's mostly just my mortgage payments.
Yes.
So I was thinking this one.
Damn good reason.
No, I'm joking. But it's a half joke. So no, I always said if I fell out of love with it, I'd go and get a normal job, right? Like, because yeah, it's tough. But no, I just love it. It's great. Literally, like, you're your own boss. You get to do, you kind of on your own schedule of sorts, and you get to play the game that I absolutely love, and if I ever fell out of love with the game, then I'm gonna go make a wrestling podcast. But I don't know, it's the best. Some days you feel like you don't want to do it, but I think that's just with anything. But most days, and like, it's spoilers, sorry to break kayfabe, it's Sunday today. Obviously I don't work weekends, right, normally, so Saturday, Sunday's like family time. My fiance works a normal job. She has work tomorrow. She's dreading it. I'm excited. I can't wait to do a video about endeavors tomorrow, and then stream for 6 hours or something.
Yeah.
So that, when I lose that, then what's the point? Because you could see it as well, right? With streamers, when they just don't feel like they're, when they're just going through the motions.
Absolutely.
You can tell.
Same thing with podcasts. You can hear it in the voice, right? You know, when people are like, and I think we've all kind of done that to one extent or another. It's like, I'm really not feeling it this, but we gotta keep this fucking thing going because SEO or some other shit. I don't know. Now you and I made this joke earlier, but it is true. There's a VIP club for content creators in this space, and I know the world at large, and Jez gets to get into everything. That's a whole different thing. But like for Warcraft,
because they're scared I'll leak it if they don't.
They are. We have a VIP club, and I joke all the time. It's like there's the VIP club, there's the Crystal table, there's the Bud Light table, but then there's like the VIP club of the VIP club in the back, and that you're in that. Because because there is a sense of trust and otherwise that they must have in you to do a fireside chat with Ian Hazakostas at Gamescom, right? Like that's not just something that falls out of the sky. You have become a trusted partner for them in multiple interviews that you've done, with access that you've been granted to things, ahead of schedule or whatever it might be. I think sometimes my impression with the community is that, it just happens. Like you just happen to be the guy, or, you could just anytime just make a call. Hey, Metzen, I need a favor. Can I do a thing? How would you say your kind of track, your progress was made in becoming sort of that position within the community? Because it doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't just suddenly materialize out of thin air. Like you have to put in a lot of work to do that. So for your experience, how would you suggest other people even become that sort of trusted partner within this community?
All right, cool. I don't think anyone's ever asked me that. So you're definitely right with the overnight thing. I'll tell you a little story. Sorry to go slightly off track. Going back to BlizzCon, we'll talk about BlizzCon, of course, but
yeah,
the first BlizzCon I ever went to was 2017. And in 2017, I took a picture of the streaming booth and I tweeted it saying, one day I will stream there. At BlizzCon 2018, I streamed a BlizzCon. Right? And then I went in 19, and then the goalpost shifted to, like, I saw like Taliesin and Preach and people like that getting flown out and hosted by Blizzard, and I'm like, dude, because I was paying out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't mind. We made a holiday out of it. We used to go to Disney and stuff like that. And then in when was the last one? 2022? 23? 23. In 23, it happened. They flew me out. They put me up. I streamed there. It was awesome.
It's awesome.
So it just kind of, it happens over time. I've been told one of the reasons they like working with me is because I'm easy to work with. So like if they send me like a NDA, they send me an email, they send me a proposal, I reply immediately most of the time. And they really appreciate that. Like when you have people who are like super duper big, who have like agents and stuff, it's annoying. Like it's annoying for them, right?
Yeah, I bet.
So they just message me on Discord like, Dan, do you want to do this random thing in 3 weeks? I'm like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm free. I'll go to WWE HQ. So it's like, yeah, so it's just like that, really. The community manager in Europe is super good. To me, she's literally the best.
She's
and
awesome.
I never take it for granted. Like when they pop up and they say, "Hey Dan, do you want to do this thing?" I'm like, yes, I do. But like, it's just insane. Like I get, I'm not sitting here like Billy Big Bollocks, like, oh yeah, I deserve this. It's like I'm just like, why me still? Like surely there's like there's other people. But yeah, I don't know. I've done a lot of interviews as well. You said about the interviews. A lot, like surprisingly a lot. Like you don't really realize how many. Some better than others, definitely. But yeah, it's weird. But they like me, I guess. Like I'm pretty neutral. I suppose.
Definitely do.
There's not like anything super controversial about me, I suppose. I'd like to.
I think one of the big things that I've because I've been doing this about I think 10, 12 years now. I do think one of the things that's underrated is keeping a positive attitude as well, because being easy to work with is part of that is having a positive attitude, you know. I don't know, definitely it's held me back because sometimes I'm just fuck all this shit, you know, and I get really pissed off. And I do notice that working with, because you know I talk to a lot of sources at Microsoft and Blizzard and stuff like that. You do kind of you start to see that the people that they generally want to work with, the people who end up getting blacklisted, are the people who are positive and have a positive attitude and just genuinely love what they're doing and stay humble with it, you know, and don't try and lean into some of that. I think there is a trend amongst the very, very big streamers where eventually they just think, I could blow up even more if I lean into some controversy, right? And it's like a quick way of really blowing up, yeah. And then but you know, if you blow up like that really quick, the fall can be pretty painful as well. No way back down. So I think
that's kind of why I'm where I'm at now, because everyone just quit. It's a war of attrition.
There's a part of that.
That too.
Well, I mean, you can be around for a long time and make shitty content and never get anywhere. You know, there's obviously, you know, something to it. And you know, listen, you're our guest. I don't have to kiss your ass, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I like you. I like you, Dan. You're a good guy.
Thanks.
And you know, we met, as we talked about earlier. We actually did meet once. We met at that BlizzCon in 2023. I got convinced by Jason Lucas over at the starting zone to go down and take advantage of the press access and go sit down there in the press area for that announcement thing. And it's one of the smartest suggestions I ever took from anybody. But getting to meet you down there, seeing your entourage, you should have seen it, Jez. This guy, he had a whole fucking team. There was 5 guys, and they were ready to beat anyone's ass who came within 10 feet of him. It was some serious shit. I was scared to sit on the same row. But then I befriended one of those, you know, security guards, and then I guess it turned out all right. But
it was my brother, by the way. That's who it was. Yeah, he works for me.
Very, very, very nice people. And, you know, and that was what I, you know, immediately was struck by. And I say this just so people kind of have an understanding of what's going on here is I trust my gut. I think it's a trauma response from my childhood, is I could read people pretty quickly and kind of get a sense of just their energy. I know it sounds real woo-woo, but I trust it.
You're American. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing okay.
It's okay to be woo-woo if you're American.
Well, this is just a little. You know, and you struck me as a very genuine person, which I think in this space is kind of hard to find. There's just so many people that, and I get it for various reasons, or, you know, they put that mask on or that persona on or whatever that thing is, and they are, you know, they become somebody else or they are somebody else. And you immediately can read that as I mean, I see a person and I'm talking to a human, but I'm not sure that this is the actual one. But you come off as a real one, and so far in every interaction we've had, it's only supported even further. So, you know, it feels good to see people like yourself getting ahead, representing the community and helping people out, because not everybody's like that, and not everybody in this space is like that. And so I've really come to appreciate how, and please don't take this the wrong way, how kind of shockingly normal you seem to me as somebody that just loves making, you know, content and being involved in the community and the game. And I think we need more of that in this space. And, you know, again, having come across you in person, you know, just sort of reinforcing that. And, you know, I think now more than ever, we really need that kind of presence to be highlighted more, as opposed to, as Jez, I think, brought up very accurately, as people that, okay, you know what? I'm just going to throw a grenade into this situation and hopefully it'll get me something. And it's become a problem. And so when people see you, I think people, you know, just want the audience and the listeners to understand, there's a real guy, there's a real dude. And we're lucky to have somebody like yourself in this space. And I think one of the things, and I'm going to take a wild guess here as a parent, one of the things that has also helped to round you out in your life's experiences is that you are now a parent. You have a young child, and I know what that experience is like, trying to find that new balance. But as a full-time content creator, how does now being a parent like work into that kind of a schedule? Do you feel like more flexibility than maybe your peers or other people that are new parents? Be like, hey, I've got a little more time, or I can sleep in a little later, or are you just stuck like everybody else? How has that parental experience been?
I guess it kind of comes down to like how I schedule my content creation in general. So I treat it more like a job in regards to timings, right? So like every day, like Monday to Friday, it's like whenever I wake up, let's say 7 till like basically 6 o'clock. That's it. Like that's when I'm doing it. So then in the evenings, like when my daughter comes back from nursery or whatever, and my fiance, that's family time, right? So we just kind of, unless there's something that's come up, covering WoW stuff is difficult because everything comes up at 6 o'clock, which is when I finish, which is like 10 a.m. PST. But that's fine. I work around it. But like, yeah, so I kind of treat it like that. So as soon as I'm kind of done, I'll close the office door. I'm out. I'm downstairs hanging out, whatever. They'll go to bed. I'll come back on the PC potentially some nights and just, maybe tinker on a video or do whatever really. But it's not like, that's not like a set time. That's just kind of like, I started this earlier sort of thing. So that's been fine. I mean, it's very good. I'm very lucky that I can be like making a video and then be like, just go downstairs and my daughter's there. It's like, and we can hang out for a bit or whatever. So I'm very, very lucky with that because I know a lot of people, my friend has a real life job. He moves people's houses. So he's like never, at home during the day. He's out. So pretty lucky with that. But I guess the other thing was like when she was born, like I tried not to take too much time off just because in this, in this economy, in this world of content creation, you go for an amount of time, you're gone. You have to rebuild and do whatever. So I think I took like maybe 2 weeks off, I think, in the end, and it was fine. But yeah. So yeah, it's just that really. And then the weekends is family time, unless they're asleep, which is what they're doing right now. So yeah, that's kind of how I balance it, I guess. Because I know, like, I have friends who are content creators. They don't have kids, but they live it. They live the gimmick. That is their life. Every single day, every weekend. I'm just like, dude, absolutely not. Like, I love it, but you can't. I have friends who have normal jobs Monday to Friday, so I see them on the weekend as well. So it's like, and luckily they don't give a shit what I do because they make way more money than me. So they just meme at me. That's it, which is fine. I'd rather them not blow smoke up my ass, to be honest. So it's like quite nice to be grounded in that regard. So yeah, it was kind of a long answer, but yeah, it's kind of it.
I think I'm a bit envious of your ability to keep a schedule because I do think like all last year, like I just felt so burned out, and I think I am someone who, like a lot of content creators do, that because I don't have kids, and so like I don't have to I'm not incentivized really to plan around anyone else. So you do end up sometimes, I think, just living it and never unplugging, and just it can lead to burnout. Like I definitely felt some of that last year. Over Christmas, I was like, I'm gonna try and not do any work whatsoever, and I did feel so much better for it.
Yeah, so that's what I used to do.
I think that's pretty it's solid advice for anyone who wants to do this kind of thing. Is like have a schedule because it can get you can just keep doing it because like you see those YouTube things rack up and the clicks, and because it's always online. There's always someone who'll click. all across the world.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still like check social media and stuff here and there. Like I'm not completely gone. I'm not like, if there's something that comes up, I'll tweet about it, or if I just get a random thought, I'll tweet about it or post it on Instagram or some other social media.
You return my messages.
Yeah. I mean, I have Discord on my phone, so
No,
yeah. I don't get that many messages.
I find that hard to believe. But you're the judge of that. Out of curiosity, how long does it take you to put together a video? Like, how do you go about, like, I want to talk about them in a little bit, but like the neighborhood endeavors, like the Niffin one that you put out, how long does that take to put together? What's that process look like?
So, because I've done it for so long, I'm really lucky in regards to I don't script videos, so I'm not writing out a whole script. I'm not. Yeah, the video is like the Niffin video, for example. It will be like, hang on, I'll pull it up and I'll give you an example.
Okay.
It's essentially a bullet point list, and I will dance around it and make it sound like a video. So the Niffin video, hang on, I've got like a bunch here. There we go. It's literally just like one of the lines is, this endeavor focuses on the Niffin from Dragonflight. There are tasks around the neighborhood. And then it would just be like, because essentially what I do is, I sort of play it, right? And then I'll be making notes while doing it. Mm-hmm. And then sort of playing it and experiencing it kind of gets you into a way. The way I look at a video is just like you're like trying to explain it to a friend, right? That's the way I look at it. So it's like you could have kind of, sometimes you over-explain stuff or whatever, but yeah, it is essentially just bullet points, and I'll just like kind of be like, hey, this is how you do this. Every now and then I'll just throw in a random tidbit that I randomly remember and didn't write down, and it speeds up the process 1,000 times because it's literally just like random notes, and I'm just like, okay, let's record this video. But I know, like, because I've done so many, it's just like I know the cadence of the video, I know like how to start it, how to end it, kind of where we're going to kind of put timestamps and things like that, because a lot of the videos are sort of like sectioned off into bits. But I do it as one big recording, and then I spend like 20 minutes getting rid of the ums and then me like going on text to speech like Kai Cenat trying to figure out how to pronounce something. It's like I do that, so it's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. But at time wise, so that video, so this comes back to like the streaming, because I did a lot of the research on stream. So it's kind of like two birds, one stone, right? It's like, so I did a lot of the research on stream. That Niffin video, I think, was literally just notes. Started, like, it was just notes at 10 a.m. and then it was a video by 1 up on YouTube. Because the editing doesn't take too long. Like, it's just like clips, right? Like, so it was just trying to find the appropriate clip to go with what I'm talking about. There's no like crazy editing. Occasionally there'll be a video, like a decor video or something like that, will take like a little bit longer because I'll have to find the assets and record them, green screen them, put it in a thing. But it's never long. Like, I don't have videos that take days at a time, which is kind of nice. Some people do. I mean, people who make like 10-hour videos obviously do.
Oh yeah.
But my videos are normally relatively short. Like the pre-patch video, that I think that was like 24 minutes. Those ones take a bit longer, but it's the good thing about it is like there'll be like a section talk about transmog. It's like I already did a transmog video, so I have all that footage. I have everything, so I just slot it back in. And then there's like little things like, oh, raid chat bubbles, and I'll just go on the game, 2 seconds, record it, and then put it in the vid. So yeah, I just kind of got it down to pretty quick. Some like other creators I'd spoken to that in the WoW space, they're like envious of the no script, because they will script every single word.
I was gonna say, I didn't know that was possible.
Like my co-host, because I do an Xbox podcast, and like he used to make videos. He doesn't anymore, really, because he like saying earlier, he lost the passion for it. But he was someone who also didn't script anything, and I'm just like, I'm in awe of you guys who can do that. I'm trying to get good at it, but it is not easy. So it's like, that's awesome that you can do that.
Well, people find it more personable though when you're just kind of yapping.
Oh yeah, it's unless you're like really good at acting. Like there's that one guy who does like a lot of political videos, and it's clearly scripted, but he's very, very good at reading a script to the point where it doesn't sound like he's reading a script. Well, like I can't do that. So it's either it's super scripted and it sounds lame, or it's unscripted and I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's a lot of practice, right? That's awesome. You can do that, man. That's why you're one of the big ones, right?
I guess so. Yeah,
that's right.
Skills,
actually,
man.
Kind of a sort of side story about scripting. Actually, if you could indulge me.
Oh yeah, man.
I did a video for Blizzard. Christ, must have been, it was Undermine patch. They asked me to do a overview video of it for their channel, and I was like, awesome, that's amazing. So they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And then we had this meeting with the creative guys who do the footage and stuff, and we were talking about it, and they were talking about the process. And anyway, they were like, yeah, so by this date we need a script. And I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I don't script videos. So then I basically already had the notes because I was working on the video anyway, but obviously I didn't do my own video in the end, I did theirs. But anyway, what I did was I had my notes, I recorded the whole video, and then I transcribed it. And I said, this is the script.
Tell them about us. Tell them about this place. Say, there's another guy who wants a gig.
I was really lucky with that. I'd never done anything like that with them before, so. Because they always got Kalani to do it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then they reached out, and I was like, what happened to Kalani?
Well, then there was somebody else recently. Some guy was like,
Farts
or something.
Farts Gaming is doing it. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
That was
they've actually got loads of people doing it, like random videos for them now, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. I think Fia from Australia, she was doing a video. Taliesin's done a few videos. I think Soul did one. There's loads.
I do really like how Blizzard really celebrates and engages with its creator community more so than I think any other dev that I've worked with. When you open Battle.net, it's creators, and I've actually because I'm more on the Xbox side, right? Generally, I always say to Xbox, it's like, you should really look at what Blizzard's doing to celebrate its creators. You open the Battle.net, there's streamers, there's YouTubers, all this kind of stuff. They don't do anything like that for Xbox creators. Xbox creators are drowning out here. Please just give us a crumb, And it's they don't do anything. They do everything in house at Xbox. So I do think it's way better what Blizzard's doing on that side. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, us getting the interview with Ian a few months ago. I mean, if there was any bigger proof of that, it's that, because I'm fucking nobody. This is small time shit over here, and they, hooked us up with him. Which I just want to say publicly, thank you for all of your very kind comments about that interview, because that was
great.
Some
my favorite one ever.
shit. Well, thank you. I mean, honestly, that means a lot. Coming from you, an experienced person, but just that shit is nerve-wracking, man, because you put that out, and I mean, you could tell, right? We were gonna do the interview that we were gonna do, regardless of what anybody else thought or whatever it was, because I know I've talked with Jez. I got my ration of shit for sort of my half of it, because I was doing things a little bit differently, and I want to have a different kind of conversation. And Jez got down to business, so he gave him the old kind of slap and tickle routine.
I just wanted stuff I could get clicks out of.
Yeah, that's kind of how the interviews work, to be honest.
Yeah,
that 30-minute slot is rough, bro. I mean, just you got to get in, get out. They are right on top of it. There's really no wiggle room there, and it's because you've done it, I've done it, right? It's harder than people might think, because you've really got to be on top of your shit in that 30-minute window, because it's not like you got other time to kind of figure things out. You really got to line that stuff up. But I just want to say, publicly, on record, on video, on whatever, I really appreciated your comments on that, because that was a big one. But yeah, that again, proof of what you're talking about, Jez. Is even us, somehow, some way, we got some love from the big folks, and it is something I think that makes this community such a fun part of life, because we do, there's something there. But
the WoW community is awesome, man.
It's pretty good. There's a lot of good people here. Well, speaking of, why don't we talk about what's going on? This is a big week. We've been talking about our man here, a little wrestling, talk a little old days. Let's talk about some new days. As this
New
freaking
day.
thing. New day.
New day sucks.
New day sucks. Oh boy, here we go. It's devolving in the best way possible. Usually it's Jez and I either talking about Cyberpunk or something else. Now we got another wrestling head in here. So now we're going to talk about the glory that was the Attitude Era, and I'll defend that to the death. This week, as this episode drops Monday the 19th, tomorrow we have the pre-patch for midnight coming in fast and hot. I feel like this one maybe has a little less juice than usual, just because, as we've talked about, Jez, you and I, we're more like midstream on something, and it almost feels like the energy is just like a little bit, like the excitement level maybe is just a little bit less. Maybe that's because the housing stuff has already been out. I don't know, and people have already been messing around with it, and I don't know. It feels like there might be a little something missing, but that is happening this week. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. First and foremost, on my list of things, Demon Hunter specialization. Not my main. I tinker around with Demon Hunters when I need something. But this whole Devourer thing. Either of you have any interest in this? And I'll throw it to our guest first, Mr. GM. Any plans on maining a Devourer?
No.
Who is this for?
I don't know. People that wanted it on social media for ages. That's who it is. But maybe it didn't end up being what they dreamed of. I don't know. I don't know what people wanted, to be honest. They just wanted a third Demon Hunter spec because they had two, and they felt left out.
You don't sound like you're a big fan of it. I honestly I haven't looked into it that much, so I'm a little bit out of the loop. It's a mid-range DPS, void themed, but are people not that excited about it? Is it a bit lame? I don't know.
I can't comment on it really too much because I don't play Demon Hunter really. I played it a little bit. I didn't mind it. It was different to normal Demon Hunters. You'd have to get someone like Jedith to talk about it. He's a Demon Hunter guy. But yeah, I think it's fine. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard like too much negativity. Like, it's not like overwhelming negativity on it, which is kind of nice for once.
It's true.
So yeah, you get your Devourer, you get your Void Elf as well if you want it.
Nope.
So yeah, I think. Would you say that's the biggest part of the patch? I mean, there's loads to this patch, right?
Honestly, I think the transmog updates.
Yeah.
We joke about it all the time and amongst the community, but I mean, it is kind of the world of transmog to a certain extent, and I'm guilty of it as much as the next person. And I think, to me, the Endeavors coming in, because housing is such a huge part of it. So the Endeavor's going live, which again, our man here has some videos out, so be sure to check those out if you need some more information on how to be successful in those. But the transmog updates, being able to do the sets and situational transmog, which I'll admit, walking around in my house while I'm putting stuff around with my two giant swords on my back, it does look kind of funny. So if I was able to walk around, in sweatpants or whatever the fuck I'm gonna do, that does make a little more sense, I guess, while I'm walking around in there. But that's, to me, the transmog stuff. I think that's the biggest, just because, I don't know, I think more people will engage with that aspect of things. The cost, I know, has been a point of contention with the community, because I think it's the first 2 slots you get for free, and then everything else after that you have to pay for.
Yep. It's not much, though.
Did they settle on the cost? Because I know at one point it was crazy, and people were really pissed.
It was really crazy. Yeah. It starts at like 100, goes up 200, 350, 500, 1,000. But you're not going to, because you can get up to 50 slots. So if you wanted all 50, it's like
50?
2 million
50?
gold. 50, yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
If you wanted 50, it's 2 million gold. But if you want like 10,
wow,
it's like maybe 20k at most, 10k.
That's not bad. That's fine.
And then you have to pay for the transmog inside that. So, like, say if outfit slot 1 is going to be your scuba diving gear, you put your scuba suit on, that's going to be like maybe 1,500 gold. But then you never, like, if you, and then, like, let's say number 2 was like your normal set that you wear out in the world in dungeons. You know, you could set that, and then if you went into a dungeon, got a bunch of new gear, did a quest, got a bunch of new gear, you never have to reset it because it's just, you've transmogged that slot.
Right.
Which is great. I've wanted that forever. It's amazing. So, like, even like the way I look at it, it's like, imagine a new character. You know, you don't have to wear, like, because with, you know, when you're a new character and you're leveling, you're changing your gear all the time. So if you literally made a character, set a transmog, was like, this is how I want to look, you're going to look like that the entire way. And I think that's great.
Jez, can you make 50 warlock sets?
This is the thing with me and transmog. Like, I've got like a load of sets, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna gun for this transmog set and whatever, and then I end up just using the same set all the time. What? I mean, I'm rocking a mixture of the goblin bits from Undermine, the red and green one, bits of the goblin heritage armor set. I'm not even using my sort of tier set with the, you know, the fancy effects from unlocking the what's it called, the rated
dungeons.
Yeah, I'm blanking on it now. You get like the extra sparkly shoulders and helmet and stuff
Legend?
like that.
You get that?
Mythic plus 2,500, whatever it is. Yeah, something like that. So like, I ain't even using any of that. So I'm just using the bitch basic goblin stuff. You know? You got to represent your goblin homies, right? But I'm probably not someone who'll buy 2 million gold's worth of transmog slots, but it's you know, people love that shit, don't they? They love it.
They do. They do. And yeah, I think that'll be big. Back to the Endeavors quickly. They're also introducing more of the architecture, right? Kind of going beyond just the initial racials. And so we'll have Night Elf and Blood Elf architecture. And I know previously both of you have kind of talked about housing not exactly being the most you're not getting as like worked up about the housing, I think, as some other people are. And I've definitely been turned because I couldn't have given a shit less until I got it. Now I'm like, this is fucking awesome, the greatest thing of all time. Does any of this make any difference for you, Jez? Are you diving into your house now more? Are you gonna want more of it? Is it just still kind of like, what the fuck?
Oh man, it's really weird, right? Because I'm actually writing an article on Windows Central about this at the minute. Because I was really hyped for housing, and I'm someone who's played since vanilla, and it was always like imagining what housing could be like. And now that I've actually got it, I've barely touched it. And I think part of it is like, there's not much goblin stuff, and yeah, there's stuff in Undermine, but it's like you can't get very much of it. And I think part of it is like, in my head, it's because I was imagining it'd be more like Fallout's house building stuff, where you get like, you unlock the fence piece and you can just make unlimited fence pieces. But in this, it's like you have to micromanage, like, oh, I can't make that because I've only got 4 fence pieces or whatever. Now I've got to fly all the way back to Undermine. Unless I'm doing something wrong, I got to fly all the way back to Undermine to get another fence post or whatever. Yeah. It was like that in Legion Remix, where it was like, because I was sitting there in Legion Remix waiting for the furniture vendor to spawn, because I was like, I want the warlocky stuff that got diamond, right? And it was like, okay, now you need all this bronze to unlock more than one of them. And I was like, Christ, I haven't been grinding enough bronze to get all this stuff. So like, I've got 1 candle and I've got 1 book. And you know, and it's just like, I get why they've done it that way, because they want to have like a time sink, more gold sinks, more reason to grind and do all that kind of thing. But it just feels so restrictive compared to other games that have had these kind of mechanics, like Fallout and Fallout 4, even like over Christmas period. I really wanted to get my WoW housing fix, so I went and played Fallout 4, and I put 7 days playtime into a new Fallout 4 save, and I built these amazing settlements. You know, knowing full well that like as long as I've got the cement or the wood, I can make like infinite fence posts. You know? Whereas in WoW, you have to like buy them piecemeal, and you know, and I think it's something that you probably get used to and adjust to. But it is why I haven't really been going ham on it as much as expected. Like I've got these like I'm actually playing it right now. I've got these Galagio you know, you get from doing the achievement in the raid, the slot machine thing from the, I can't remember what it's called, but like I'm using them and I'm sort of clipping them into the orc house to make my orc house look a bit more goblin themed. I think that's an issue too. There's not much goblin stuff, you know. I don't want to be an orc, man, like with their little hut. I'm a goblin, man. I got technology. I got metal. I know how to weld things. I'm not holding bits of wood together with a piece of rope. You know. I feel I'm triggered. Okay, so
I know you're hot.
So yeah, I think like, but I have to remind myself it's early access. It's meant to be early access, and it's meant to be treated like early access. And I always bitch on social media when people like, oh, you're not. You know, like this sucks. And it's like, bro, it's early access. So I'm trying to remind myself, it's early access, it's early days yet. They'll add the goblin stuff, and they'll probably like ease up on the restrictions of like how you actually obtain some of these pieces. But I suppose that's why they wanted to launch it early. I suppose they wanted to figure out what are the pain points for people, how can they resolve some of those pain points, and you know, make it into this extra pillar of the game beyond simply raiding. I remember back in the day we used to just stand around in Ogrimmar between raids, like, what do we do? There's nothing to do, man. There's nothing to do. You just wait for the next raid.
That's it.
You know, or go and stand in Ultra Valley for 12 hours and something like that, you know. So it is cool that it's coming, and obviously, like, I'm grateful that we're even getting it at all. But yeah, that's why I haven't been, I suppose, as hyped on it as I expected to be. I don't know.
How about you, Dan?
I don't have any issues with the goblin stuff. Actually, speaking of goblin, I'm going to show you this because I stole this from a press event.
I'm going to be so jelly.
I have the
Oh man!
Oh, I'm jelly now. I knew I was going to. The second you said that, I knew I was going to be jealous. That's all.
There's a U. The U was like its own thing. I don't know where it is. It's gone. But,
now it's just. I'm less jealous now. It's just undermined.
I have the U somewhere. Ragnaros was holding it behind me, but I think it fell behind it.
Oh man,
that's awesome.
Forever. Yeah,
that
I saw this
really
from a
cool,
press event.
That's awesome.
I asked nicely because I drove to it because it was in Goodwood. I'm not too far, and I was like, "What are you doing with this after the event?" They were like, "Nothing." I was like, "Can I have it?" They were like, "I guess."
Yeah. That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. So yeah, housing stuff.
Yeah.
Are you higher on the housing than you might have been at one time? Because it seems like it was. And you made a good point, and I agree with you. It's sort of like, okay, I'm gonna make this thing, and then what do I do?
Yep. Still feel the same, but I appreciate other people's builds a lot. So like I did an event Thursday night, I think it was, where it was like looking at people's builds, and it was like the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Like these people are so unbelievably talented.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So I can appreciate it. I just don't. Yeah, like Jez said, I don't like the fact you have to go and buy individual things of everything, because I think the limit on creativity should be the limit of the house, the house budget, instead of the amount of things you have. Because there's two limits in regards to, like, you don't have the resources to buy 10 chairs, and you don't have the limit on your house because you obviously have this house budget. So it's just like a load of quite a pain point, you know, that it's kind of restrictive on creativity. Obviously, people have found ways around it where they just farm X currency and then buy loads of it, but it's still annoying because, you know, it's not like some of the stuff is like in Borealis, so you have to like leave the neighborhood, go to Borealis, get the currency, buy the thing, go back. And it's not even like you can, if you're building a fence, right? The fence is always a really good example because you're like, how big is this fence going to be? I don't know. Like you just got to kind of guess that you're going to have X amount, which is annoying. So that's not the reason I haven't built anything. The reason I haven't built anything is just because I don't have an idea. Like I had an idea of like, there's an inn in Wrath of the Lich King in Howling Fjord for the Alliance. And I love the look of the inside of it. And I'm like, I want to build that.
That's a good one.
Blizzard haven't put any decor really beyond like maybe 3 things into Wrath or Burning Crusade. So I'm kind of waiting for them to do a pass of that. Yeah. And then when they do that, maybe I'll think about it. But it's it's an interesting one that I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be like, hey, let's go build some stuff. But I still don't really see the point in it. But that's fine. It's optional. Like I like collecting decor though. Like I like doing that, similar to collecting transmog or whatever. And it's like normally it's 100% drop rate off stuff, and then you can buy it for X currency. But it's a weird one. I don't hate it. Like it's a meme in my community that I hate housing. And I keep getting invited to all these housing events. It's
trying to convert you.
I don't hate it.
I think again, this is like why I ended up going to Fallout to scratch the itch, because Fallout's houses in Fallout 4, even in Fallout 4, which is a single player game, and then Fallout 76, they have a lot of purpose and functionality. Like if you in Fallout 76, like you can set up your little farm and then use the materials to create adhesive, mats and stuff for crafting. Or like you can set up the vendor and then generate passive income from people coming to buy, stuff that you've crafted or stuff you've scavenged that you don't need, like plans and stuff like that. I think for the way Fallout approached it, for all the hate that Fallout 76 did get in the early days, they really developed their housing mechanics. Like I remember when they added the vendors, and it was like I really see what they're going for now with this stuff. But I suppose WoW housing will probably follow, I would hope, a similar sort of trajectory, where it's like, let's get the foundation, foundation because it's housing. Let's get the foundation in first, and then let's expand on it in the coming months or years ahead. And I do kind of see it as this, hopefully at least, it's going to be like this pillar feature which hopefully doesn't get abandoned in the same way. I kind of feel like they've to some degree abandoned PvP. I kind of feel, well, they've officially abandoned pet battles. I hope that housing doesn't go down the same route, because obviously I do think it's got a ton of potential, especially if we talk about things like, can I make a vendor? Can I have NPCs? Can I make a little farm to maybe farm some extra mats? And even if it's like really soft functionality, I think even like some light functionality from a gameplay perspective beyond simple aesthetics would really enhance it. But I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
It's evergreen. They did a recent interview with PC Gamer that had like tons of stuff where they were talking about like all these ideas they have. They got a roadmap coming out, so you'd like to hope so. I do feel like when it launched, people were super crazy about it. It's kind of teetered off now, but I think the people that did want it and do enjoy it absolutely love it. Whereas your casual folk just kind of built their whatever and then carried on complaining about add-ons or something. I don't know, but like,
yeah, it's definitely kind of waned a little bit, I think, as it's settled in. But it's clear in every interview I think that we've seen, going back to I think one we mentioned some time ago, or I think Holly talked about, like decades that they foresee that this thing is going to be around, and that speaks I think a lot to what you're saying, Jez, in that it will evolve. Like what we have now, we're going to look back on it 5 years and be like, remember when we couldn't do this, remember when we didn't have that, or whatever it was. They're going to continue to improve on it. They seem really open to community suggestions, like even simple things like, I want to be able to lift my house off the ground. We weren't going to let you do that, but you guys think it's cool and you're doing cool shit, so we'll let you keep doing it. Like, that seems to me to be the right attitude to have for something like this. If it really is just about us and self-expression and seeing, I was just looking on the WoW housing subreddit, and there's somebody that's posting like art, like they're doing art in the house, and
I saw this.
Like it's insane.
Yeah,
you know,
they make it with shelves or something. Is that true?
Is that what it is? Like
that's what I heard. Yeah,
I saw all kinds of things. Like I saw someone using like apples, basically like pixels to draw things.
Crazy.
Some people are just so crazy. It's like another thing like I speculated about with this housing stuff is now they've got this kind of system down. It lays the groundwork for letting people make their own dungeons, their own quests. You know, and they're basically like they're probably looking at some of these creations and like these guys probably should have ended up in a career as level designers and things like that. Because I really do think this whole sort of mentality around user-generated content is what's driving growth in games like Roblox and Fortnite, and the little kids that are sort of aging up. They grew up with Minecraft, and they're looking for like what's the next generation of Minecraft kind of thing. And it's like, you know, a game like Roblox, which really lets you create full-blown games relatively easily. I do think this again is probably forming the basis of that kind of move someday, but that's just my conspiracy theory. It'd be interesting to see where it goes.
I was going to age myself, but also like I didn't want to trigger you. You know, I was going to say Little Big Planet, but it's a PlayStation thing. You know.
No, I played that back in the day. There's also like Microsoft had one called what was it called now? Project Spark, I think it was called, which is similar to Little Big Planet. But yeah, there are those kind of games that the studio that made Little Big Planet, I think, ended up, didn't they get shut down or something?
So they're actually based in Guildford, which is where I'm from.
Is it Media Molecule?
Media Molecule, yeah, they got consumed by PlayStation Studios, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's still there though.
Yeah, I can't remember what I read. I read something about Media Molecule. Either they're downsized or Little Big Planet was shelved or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it's a shame though, because Little Big Planet is exactly like the sort of basics of Roblox is there in Little Big Planet from years ago. Mm-hmm. It's just like PS3 Little Big Planet came out on, I think.
Something like that, yeah. They made a few of them as well, and then it kind of died a death. There's a really good video on YouTube before about it, actually. Yeah,
that could have been Sony's Roblox, which is now, you know, Roblox is bigger by itself than all of Steam, which is absurd to think about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and these gaming companies think about that kind of thing. It's like, God, how can we compete with Roblox and shit? Yeah, player housing, man.
Kill off Little Big Planet.
Player housing.
Yeah.
Player housing. Yeah, let's go make games and player housing. It's doable though. I mean, you could get to that point. User-generated content is big. It's hot right now.
Yeah.
We create.
In Fallout 76, people make those. I don't know if you've seen in Fallout 76, people make those trap rooms where they abuse the collision mechanics, and you know, you walk into a house, you think you're getting a shop or a vendor, and then you fall through the floor, and there's like, no, it's like a gauntlet or a puzzle room that you have to escape from, and it wasn't designed to support that, but people have kind of abused the mechanics to make features like that, and use the lettering to make people solve puzzles to get out of the rooms and things like that. And then Bethesda leaned into it and started adding actual traps and spikes and that kind of thing. So, you know, it is we'll see how it goes, man. But just give me more goblin pieces, man. That's what I really want.
I don't care. You gotta farm loads of undermine.
Dark Fuse rep.
Get your resonance crystals and buy it all up.
I'm curious to see how that evolves and gets a little bit more friendly, because I know going and trying to get anything like in the Battle for Azeroth stuff, it's just getting resources out of there is very difficult in order to have enough to purchase anything and browse. So it's there's going to be some tweaks, I'm sure, but yeah, for folks listening, endeavors will be going live to get back to that point. See how that works out. Should help your leveling. There's going to be a few of them. Again, our man here is putting out videos, so go check those out. On top of that, we do have class redesigns or different ability designs. There's a whole makeover happening for the classes out there, and I'm sure there'll be varying levels of disgruntlement happening with that. I read the Fury stuff. I don't know what any of that means because I'm not smart enough to know, and I don't have to know.
Feels great. I played on beta. I like it. Yeah. Good.
That's all. That's all.
You can also transmog one-handers into two-handers.
And that there is the MVP of it all. Thank you for bringing that up. At long last, brother Navox, if you're listening to this, we will finally be able to use all that fabulous one-handed transmog that we've been sitting on for years and years and years because single-minded fury was bullshit. Nobody really wanted to do that. Titan's grip is where it's at forever, and if you ever say otherwise, just throw yourself out a window. That is the biggest, greatest change, probably. To answer your question from 15 minutes ago, that might be the biggest thing of all, is finally being able to do that.
It's always Thunder Fury as well. There's no other one-handers that anyone's ever going to use.
It's, sometimes things are just so great that you don't need to improve upon them. You just need an opportunity to unleash them. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's that is a wonderful change among the others that we've got. We're having a stat squish. Once it gets stat squish time, that's always fun. Probably get a dungeon or raid or 3 that the scaling doesn't work out and you're getting just absolutely hammered on because whatever it wasn't right. Have we seen any of that on the PTU? I know you jump into these things. Are there any particulars that might be troublesome?
So it's so funny because I wanted to test Dragonflight raids and dungeons on the PTR and the alpha and the beta. Sorry. And they're closed, and they've always been closed on those servers. So I tweeted about it, and Zorbrix from Blizzard replied, was like, "Oh, we'll look into this. So hopefully they're gonna fix that." But from my pretty limited testing, it's fine.
Okay.
They did it differently this time. They actually used a data table that actually calculates a lot more than before. I think beforehand it was sort of just winged. They just kind of guessed. But this time there's actually a new table. There's a new table that does all the scaling, and hopefully it's not going to break everything. But from what I've tested so far, it seems fine. But don't quote me on that. If you're watching this after Tuesday, then wow, can't believe I didn't test that really specific thing in Nazjatar.
I'm already writing an article.
Wednesday in war mode,
Blaming you.
I'm already writing an article. YouTuber claims Dragonflight raids are complete fine, but they were broken.
This is what happens. You've given this person too much power, leading everyone.
Oh man, I've been experimenting with poisoning AI recently.
Oh god.
Because Google knows who I am and they know Windows Central. And I've been posting articles not listed to the front page to see if I can poison AI with false information. It works really well. And I'm just sitting there what if nation states start to become aware of this and just flood AI with bullshit? Because it seems pretty damn easy to do.
Not happening already?
If you typed in is WoW coming to Xbox, it'd be Windows Insider said.
Yeah, exactly.
Jez Corden from Windows Central has said it is absolutely happening.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. But another funny thing, not to derail again, but back to sort of wrestling. Google Gemini doesn't seem to understand kayfabe. So I was because I'm in Germany right now, right? And I was telling for some reason I was telling my girlfriend's parents about wrestling because I'm going to WHQ. And I was like, oh, you should check out this German wrestler, Ludwig Kaiser, right?
Oh,
but he's like
Grande Americano.
He's El Grande Americano right now.
Wait, what?
I was, yeah, exactly. I was searching him up, and Google Gemini says, no, Ludwig Kaiser is not El Grande Americano. He denied it in an interview.
Way.
So Google Gemini just doesn't understand the kayfabe shit, and I was just like, that is
awesome.
So funny.
Oh,
he's just too good, man.
Gemini's in on it.
Yeah.
That has to
Oh,
be the
maybe.
greatest
Oh,
character
maybe,
we
yeah.
have ever.
That's actually incredible.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, I guess it's helping him preserve the gimmick. I mean, that, you know.
Anyway,
he's-
Unreal Season 2 coming out next week,
Oh,
guys.
Jesus. All right, let's derail it further. What'd you think of season 1?
I thought it was fine. It still felt very scripted.
It did.
I'm not convinced. I mean, obviously there were parts, but some of it was still a bit like, I don't know.
There's no way. I think anything that involves The Rock has a very structured nature to it. Like it's very tightly controlled. Personalities like that, there's very little. You know what I mentioned earlier, like when you meet people and like some people are genuine and some people are not. That is someone who has a very carefully crafted, controlled image. And anything related to him is going to be microscoped to death, because we know how, like WrestleMania 40, how that whole thing came together, and the fans turned on everything that they were trying to do, and they're like, oh, no, it was the plan from the start.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, what do you mean?
There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And the way that like the John Cena heel turn got handled, because, well, I guess we have to change plans on a dime because somebody's not going to be around that really probably needed to be around to make.
I mean, John even said that afterwards now, hadn't he? He said, did an interview with, was it Chris he did it with?
He was
the Chris Van Vliet interview.
He did one with him, but I know he also he was on Cody's.
Oh, it was Cody. That's who he was talking about it. That's right. They were doing it at the Nightmare Factory.
They both talked about it and political about it to a degree, but
yeah. Well, it's a Fanatics and WWE production, of course. So got to be can't be too in the trenches.
No.
Yeah, I like Chris Van Vliet a lot.
He's great.
He's awesome.
He's phenomenal. He's a wonderful example, I think, of how to kind of be in any sort of space like this. Like, just super knowledgeable, really agreeable. And you see some of these interviews are a little more difficult, I think, than others. And like I was surprised, because I've been a Steve Austin fan since 96, so longer than probably either of you have been alive, I think. But you know, I've been a fan of his forever. That interview wasn't easy. Like, Steve is a tough interview. It's very direct in a kind of brusque sort of way, and it's unusual, where you get others that are very giving, and you know, very happy to talk about things that are great. He's wonderful. Make him host everything now.
I agree.
He's phenomenal. Wrapping up on what's coming this week. So we got Demon Hunter stuff. We got class changes.
Oh yeah,
World
of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. We got boss warnings and damage meters coming. Further UI changes. The add-on Apocalypse. I don't know. Is it still happening? It seems like people don't give a shit.
People
anymore.
are working around it.
Okay, people are working around it. PvP training grounds. Will it actually get more people to PvP?
Nope.
Well, if it drops Marks of Honor, the collectors will do it, but that's about it.
Correct. I will.
I really think one of the issues with PvP is, like, I really think they need to bite the bullet, and I don't know how popular this take will be. I think they just need to get rid of stats affecting PvP, normalize gear, make it all cosmetic. Because I think like when you go in a PvP situation and you're like a newcomer and you get steamrolled, it's just like, well, I'll go and play Fortnite or Call of Duty or something else, right? I think the era of like gear mattering in PvP is probably not the way to go. But I don't know how popular that take will be, and I'm definitely like, I haven't PvP'd properly since like season 2. So my take is definitely a
season
tourist
2 of
take.
What, of Burning Crusade?
I was gonna say, I think I haven't PvP'd since 2007.
Yeah,
a rogue mage priest, man.
It's it is scaled, I think.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be.
But in like,
it should just be fully normalized.
Yeah. Oh, everyone has like the same. Yeah.
Everyone, like, no matter what your gear is, everyone should have the same stats.
So it's just skill and skill alone.
Yeah.
Skill,
Kinda like
yeah, skill
Underscore.
alone. Yeah.
Well, that could be something. Well, we got that coming. We'll see if maybe that does anything for PvP. Last thing before we get to our last bit here. Does a pre-expansion event matter anymore? Should we just give up hope for anything that's consequential, or is it just here's some catch-up gear and a thing that's happening and a loose story tie-in?
Something to do.
Something to do. All right. There will never be. Everybody wants the not the burning crusade, the wrath. Big heavy shit happening. That's never gonna happen again. Wins a mysterious fortune. Do we have a final percentage on how big that's helping?
They've
50%?
been very coy. It's going to be 50 probably on reps, and
50%.
then whatever on XP.
Okay.
I think it's the same on XP.
They've been really weird about that. Why?
Really weird. Well, they showed it in the video that it was 50%, but then so when I think it was 2.7 maybe, or they announced 2.7.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 2.7,
and it was going to be on there, and then they were like, "Whoopsie." Didn't mean to do that, so then they just removed it and it never happened. But that's when they made that change to the reps. So maybe they were just like, oh, we'll just dump it in 12.0. There was no Weird. It's not even on the calendar on the PTR. No one knew it was coming until they said it.
It's so odd.
This is so weird.
Well, that's what you got
that?
coming this week. That's what you got coming this week in a nutshell, and some wrestling. And some other things. Go watch Monday Night Raw. That'll get you set
It's
up.
in Belfast. It's at a nice time for us. It's so great.
You got a good main event.
About that.
Fergal, I think, is in the main event. It's gonna be a good one. So
I'm a week behind at the minute. I need to catch up.
All right, well, I'm not gonna say nothing more then. So there we are. It's again kind of back to the top. It's not the most exciting pre-patch I think I've seen in a while, but we're on the road to midnight. Just a couple months away from full expansion launch. Then we can get rolling and save Silver Moon or not. See what that looks like in a few months. But curious to see community feedback from some of this stuff, because it does seem so benign that once it's live and there's more people jiving with this stuff, we'll see. But looking further ahead, so now we're looking at all of 2026. We've talked about in the past how this, at least on the calendar, the way things have been presented, it seems like it's going to be a huge year for us. Like I just mentioned, Midnight coming out, middle chapter of a trilogy. We have BlizzCon coming in September. We have assume some sort of Last Titan announcement, cinematic something. StarCraft seems to be on the forefront. Jez, you had a nice write-up about this recently, where you, I think, kind of laid a lot of this.
Oh man, I hated that so much. Like I was literally just speculating. I was like, in the press kit, they were like, there was like a StarCraft logo in the little coaster they sent out to press, right, and influencers. And I was like, maybe we'll see stuff.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Did you not?
See,
okay,
VIP club and the VIP.
with the did you not get the Home Sweet Home cup thing?
Oh yeah,
I got that guy.
Yeah, that came with a coaster for me.
It's got some screws inside it. That's where I keep my screws.
It came. I didn't get a coaster. You got a coaster? Oh man.
Yeah, I got a coaster that fit perfect. It fits perfectly on the coaster, but the coaster's got like Overwatch, World of Warcraft. What's the other one they do? Overwatch, World of Warcraft,
Diablo.
Is it Hearthstone? No, it's Diablo, of course. Yeah, Overwatch, Diablo, World of Warcraft, and then StarCraft.
Ooh.
There's a StarCraft logo on there. So it's like, and this was for BlizzCon 2026. And if it's got all four logos there, yeah, it's awesome.
Was it somewhere in the box? Shit, I gotta get
I
my box.
I don't know.
There's nothing. Yeah, is it under the?
Yeah, I got a coaster, man.
Under the foam? No.
I think it was for only like people that are really, really important.
Makes sense.
I knew it.
No, I don't know, but it's back in England. But it's got all four logos on. So in that article, I was speculating, like, because that they put all four logos on the press kit. I was like, it probably means that all four games are going to be represented, right? And then like some outlets were like, and some YouTubers and some influencers and some Instagram aggregates were like, Windows Insider confirms StarCraft's coming to BlizzCon 20. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But
yeah,
but it does seem like this year's, yeah, it's going to be a big one, I think, this year.
I think it's always on the logo most of the time.
Yeah, maybe. But you know, it ties in with like some of the reports about the third-person shooter, because Bloomberg reported the third-person shooter originally, and then I confirmed that, you know, my sources gave me a look at it as well. I've actually seen it.
I wish I had sources.
Yeah, well,
that's cool.
You know.
It's a cool thing to have.
Coasters and sources, Jesus.
Coasters and sources. I didn't know who I was
doing the show with.
Did you say?
Yeah, I've done the whole journalism thing, you know. But it's if you enjoyed Warhammer 40k Space Marine, it's sort of, to me it looked like in that vein. You know, you play a Terra Marine blasting the Zerg. You know, it looked really, really good. I don't know if it's ready enough to show off at BlizzCon, but it does feel like, you know, this BlizzCon they're going hard. I heard the budget for this BlizzCon is like astronomically big.
Yes.
Which, you know, reflected in the ticket prices too, right?
Let's go.
I think this year's BlizzCon is going to be special, man. So I really, really want to get
That's why you're going to be there.
Right?
I hope so.
Okay. All right. We know I'll be there. And Dan, you're going to be there.
I will be there, hopefully. I mean, yes.
You're probably going to have to work. I don't know.
I mean, is it work? I don't know.
You might have an assignment. I don't know if it's work, but I you know, when you're up on stage, can I just yell my questions?
Come on,
or do I have to go to the microphone? Are we friends enough now that I can just yell out from the crowd and be like, hey, ask him this deep, dark question that I have always wanted to know the answer to? Or are you going to make me go to
Playable Ogres? That's wrong. That's my thing with it. I ask him in every interview, when are we getting
not on any stages. I'll be in the Hilton lobby drinking beers. That's where I'll be.
Yeah.
Did you get your reservation?
You know.
Do you need one? You don't need one. Never mind. They're hooking you up. I know. I have my reservation at the Hilton.
I know.
So don't worry. I'll be there. So I'll.
Have you seen the flights are really cheap at the moment, Jez? Have you seen it? They're £360.
Oh, really? Maybe I should book up sooner rather than later then.
Cheap. Yeah, the Hilton's just opened up as well, right? You can do the reservations.
It just
I actually should do that because
like
I have
ago.
I'm a silver member on Hilton, so.
I don't know.
Nepotism. Don't know. There's no other. Yeah, it's just nepotism.
Are you part of the Hilton family?
I am a friend of family. Yeah. Jeez. I used to get it through my old. I used to get it from my old work because they were a sponsor, but now I get it through a friend who works there, and she put me on the list.
Oh,
it's very handy.
Shit. Well, I'm coming to you next.
Next time I'm agonizing. There, though, so you know, if you want to share
over it. Oh man. Well, good. At least we'll have one other person we know. But Jez, here, listen, I got somebody here from your own side of the world here, trying to, you know.
It's only 11 hours.
You can do it, bro.
Yeah, I need to buck up, man.
I believe in you.
There's Wi-Fi on the flight. It's great.
Yeah, I've done Summer Game Fest. You know, so I just
tacos, Jez. Tacos.
I'm not unfamiliar with it. But I've never done BlizzCon, but I have been present at BlizzCon before, remotely. My band was played at BlizzCon 1, in the Blizzard Original Song Contest. And I lost.
What was the song?
But I won. It's called LFG UBRS, and it is on YouTube. And it's a terrible song, and it's a true story about a warrior. Ninja looting my devout priest shoulders.
Oh my god.
And I submitted that in the BlizzCon Original Song Contest. I wrote it when I was like 17 or something. and they played it for John Davis of Korn, who said it was meh.
It sounds like Korn.
Huh?
Wait, wait, yeah, this is you, artist. No. Your name's right there.
Yeah. It was John Davis from Korn was the judge at BlizzCon.
And he gave it a meh.
He gave it a meh.
Hey, at least he didn't give it it's dog shit.
Yeah, you know.
Could be worse.
That was my claim to fame. At the time, I was like, "This don't get better than this."
It's got 10K views.
It was nostalgic for people back then.
Pretty good.
It was on the forum, man.
Jazz, I learn something new about you every day.
I never told that story.
No, you're an enigma, man.
That's amazing. That should be the outro song to this podcast.
I'm gonna pull that shit up.
No,
we'll pull that up later.
It's not a good song. I was a teenager.
We're definitely
man.
gonna have a viewing of this next time.
Oh my God, no.
There's gonna be a full historical documentation of this.
I was also listening to a lot of Tenacious D at the time. So
Yeah, of course.
I was really trying to channel Jack Black and failing miserably at it.
Is it like a cover of Master Exploder? Is it like that kind of vibe?
Not
was
quite.
mental.
I believe you could do that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I could see it.
Anything else that I think we've got coming up for 2026 that we're looking forward to? I know Johanna Ferry said it was going to be big, but is there anything I'm leaving out? Anything I'm missing out? Anything else we got on the horizon?
I like Classic Plus quite a lot, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing whatever they're cooking up with that.
What is that? I'm a bit out of the loop on.
Where's the
stuff.
insiders? Come on, you've seen the StarCraft. Why are you not looking at the patch 1.60 stuff?
He has very specific
this
tastes.
thing, I have to do like I just done an article about Xbox cloud gaming. So I'm just like, I'm doing a little bit of everything,
Did you see WoW
so,
while you
like,
were looking
man.
at that cloud?
Well, this is the weird thing about WoW and like coming to console, because I also had a report that was like the next Xbox will be able to run. The next Xbox is running Windows, right? It's full Windows PC, but with an Xbox, Xbox compatibility layer. And Wowhead put out an article based on my report that were like, Windows Insider confirms that the next Xbox will run World of Warcraft. It was like, that is not what I said.
No,
I just said it's going to be a Windows. It's going to be a PC like anything else, But
yeah, that was certainly one of the funniest things. People couldn't get their head around the fact that, like, because I think I did a tweet as well saying like the next Xbox can run Paint. It's like literally the same sort of like it's the same thing, right? It could run Windows 3 like fucking
exactly
Excel
exactly. But it's I did hear at one point that they did have a small team at Blizzard that were like, can we actually make this work on console? And it eventually evolved to be less like, can we make this work on console, and then like more, can we make this work on controller? Because I do think they really want to find new audiences, and there's still a significant amount of people on PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo Switch even. I think WoW could be like find a good audience on the Steam. It's already got a good audience on Steam Deck with console port add-on and things like that.
Sure does.
So I do think that's something they want to explore, but it's like, I think they do need the openness of PC to make a lot of aspects of it work properly, which is probably why they're just like, we'll just add controller support and maybe not bring it to console, because PC is just becoming so PC is growing way faster than console now. It's probably not even worth bothering doing. Because I think everyone's going to end up on PC eventually, especially the next Xbox being a PC as well. So
Let's see how those
I do think
costs factor into that.
Oh yeah, the RAM thing,
RAM and everything else.
Yeah.
Windows. Sorry, I was just saying like World of Warcraft's on NVIDIA GeForce now, so
that is correct.
Yeah, there's no reason why, and Xbox Cloud Gaming supports mouse and keyboard now, so there's no reason why it won't be there too eventually, but we'll see. I guess.
Mention it in an article and then people lose their minds. People were talking to me about it and I'm just like, they were like, why did they mention WoW? I'm like, because Jez plays WoW. Like, that's why he said it. Like,
oh man, it's like, bro, I've got like 25,000 hours in this game. It's kind of my life, I don't. I basically got this job as an excuse to put World of Warcraft on my tax return. It's the whole point of this.
I do that too.
A big WoW grifter.
Shit, I gotta figure that out. Well, I'm just paying like a sucker. I'm not getting anything out of it. Well, I'm going the wrong way. All right. Well, I want to be sensitive to time for our guest here, but do you have time for a couple community questions before we get you out the door?
Nah, we'll do it. Let's go all night. I could do this all day.
Don't say that, because then we'll have this, after dark wrestling podcast, and then we'll never get out of here, and it'll be 5 a.m. First question, and this actually is a very apropos question for you. This comes from Sargeras on our Discord. Are you really a GM?
No, I don't think so.
There it is. I didn't think so.
First.
But
I hate my name, so
it's too late now.
It is way too late.
It's way too late. This is gonna be on your tombstone. I mean, it's just.
Hope not.
You'll be immortal. Don't worry about it. But you stuck now. All right. Coming up next, this is from Ali on our Discord, Ali Andres K. She also is a co-host of the Live Laugh War World of Warcraft podcast, friend of the show and friend of mine. First, wants to thank you, sir, for your service to the community and especially to fellow content creators. First and foremost, because it's true, you do help a lot of folks, and you deserve to be recognized for that. First up, we kind of talked about this a little bit, but what are you most excited about for Midnight?
On the content creator thing, I believe a rising tide lifts all ships, so it's always good to help everybody out. The Midnight thing, I was really excited for Prey, and then I played it, and then I got really sad that it wasn't all that.
I've heard that too.
The thing is with it, it's like there's not really anything super crazy where I'm like, man, this feature's going to be amazing, because there really isn't anything that's like super new. It's just a lot of the same, and I think that's fine. I'm just excited for new stuff. I like Silver Moon. I like the setting. The dungeons are really cool. The delves have been fun. The raids seem interesting. I don't know too much about that, but a lot of evergreen changes, like the transmog stuff, is also, as you said, is huge. That's coming sooner rather than later. So yeah, it's just new stuff. Much like any other patch. I'm just excited to sort of fresh start, level 90. Gearing up, doing all that kind of stuff.
There you go.
It's great. New expansion.
Second question for her is there one thing, or what is the one thing that you dream about Blizzard adding to housing? We talked about housing not being the sort of gem in your crown, but is there one thing that you dream about being added to it?
I like the idea of having like NPCs and stuff in the house, and pets and mounts. I think they were talking about mounts, but NPCs would be crazy. Probably something like that, I would say, it's up there. Maybe functionality as well, like a profession table.
Yeah, that is a very popular request. Last question from our friend here. What do you enjoy most about making content for Warcraft, and maybe aside from editing your videos? Anything else you most enjoy?
I feel like if a video can help someone or make them learn something new, then it was worth it. So I think informing the community in a way is nice, and that kind of comes back to the helping people, I guess. But yeah, I think just kind of seeing that reaction of people like, dude, this is a great video, or I learned this thing, and kind of that sort of instant feedback is really good. So probably that.
Look at you. You're a real one. Two more questions for you. Both come from Slide Whistle on Discord. What are you maining in Midnight?
So I was going to be a marksman hunter, but then they really did a number on it. So maybe still hunter, maybe survival, possibly, and maybe warrior, fury warrior. I've been having a good time with that. I used to play warrior for the longest time, so he's always there. Old Big Dan, my panda, he's hanging out. So I'll probably play a bit of that. I'll probably play both. Maybe. I've been playing a Monkid remix as well, which has been fun. So I'm kind of scared that I might end up doing that too. But I have like OCD with like characters. Like I like having all my reps there. So like my warrior I played like has all the reps from like, but like my hunter doesn't have it. Like it doesn't matter that I don't have the Thorium Brotherhood exalted on my hunter for Midnight content, but it matters to me. I'm just like, this is annoying that it's not there. Or like I haven't completed the questing in Nagrand in Warlords of Draenor, like, you know, on this character. It's like, I need to go back and do that, but I don't need to go back and do that. But anyway, more account-wide things, please.
That'll help. Yeah, Fury Warrior, I know you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Last question here, and this one a bit of a wild card. If an evil mage cast a permanent polymorph on your legs in real life, which enemy's mob's legs from World of Warcraft would you choose to replace your own with?
That is the craziest
awesome.
question ever.
Wow. I mean, I'll be honest. It's probably the first time I've ever had to think about any sort of NPC's legs.
Even Xalatats?
Oh,
I just want the feet though. Like, you know.
Yeah. It's all about
Let's
the
go
feet,
with King Mechagon.
right? Mm.
there you go.
There you
You
go.
can get some work out of that.
It's metal legs.
Robot legs.
Metal as fuck. That's
Tiny,
how we do it.
tiny metal legs.
Well, that is the exact kind of vibe I think that is a good one to end this, this episode on. So I think we've done enough damage for one episode. I want to thank you, sir, our guest, the esteemed MrGM, for stopping by and hanging out with us and dropping all of your knowledge and love onto the community here. And for those that somehow do not know, where can folks find you out on the internet?
I'm over on the YouTubes. I'm over on the Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, MySpace, Bebo. I'm around.
Bebo.
You know, just look up MrGM. It normally comes up. I'm trying to get my handle on some stuff because other people have it, and it makes me sad. But at the moment, I'm like MrGMYT on Twitter. I don't even know what my Blue Sky is. It's something or other. But anyway, yeah, just search it. It's a pretty unique name. I guess I'll probably pop up eventually. If you want to find me, I'll be there. Posting stuff repeatedly, I'm sure.
There he is. And of course, for my partner in crime, where can the good people find you out on the internet, Jez?
You find me at jezcorden.com and all the socials are there. It's just a list of socials.
You have a
That's all it's on.
website? What?
Yeah, because why did I get a website? Because I got it for Blue Sky when there's like loads of hype for Blue Sky because you can have like your own URL as the name, and I didn't want jez.corden.bluesky.com, so I thought I'll just because I had the domain jez.corden.com. I thought I'll just attach it to that, and I was like, well, jezcorden.com's blank now. Oh, okay, well, I'll get a link tree and put that, just slap that on there.
Oh, smart. This guy.
So this is what the Instagrammers do, right? They have like the link tree thing with a URL. But I thought I just thought I'd do that. It's easier when you're doing lots of podcasts to just say, go to this website and go to the socials if you care.
There's no link to your band.
No, the band doesn't sadly no longer exists, unfortunately. We don't talk about the band. Those times are well gone. I my girlfriend was actually talking to me about guitar the other day. She was like, because I was like, she's not here. She's on work trip today, and I was sitting there like Sunday. It's like she's not in. I was texting her like, I'm bored. You know, I finished Fallout 4, and now I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. And she was like, when you play guitar, I looked at my guitar and it's like covered in dust. The strings are copper strings are oxidized green. I was like, I probably, if I was ever going to consider doing that, I probably need to, you know, actually clean it and get some new strings and shit. But
Love it,
man. Maybe I'll write a song about Zalatas' feet.
There's still time for the BlizzCon competition. You did.
That's true. That's true.
There you go, buddy. All right, and subsequent to all that, my thanks to all of you for listening out there. And remember, you can always follow me and this show on Twitter at Berserker Rage and Unshackled_Fury, on Blue Sky at Berserker and Unshackled Fury, as well as on YouTube at Unshackled_Fury. You can also join our Discord, links for which are in the profile of the show on Twitter and on our website, unshackledfury.com. Feel free to contact the show with your questions, comments, or otherwise through any of those resources, or email us at unshackledfuryshow@gmail.com. And you can find this show wherever you get your podcast. So once again, thank you for listening. Remember to keep your swords wet and your banners high, and we'll see you next time. Farewell.